10 self-care day ideas. What is self-care and why is it important? Hi, and welcome to Inventicity, the channel where we combine inventiveness and felicity. My name is Cecilia Elliswolli, and in this video I'm going to talk about intentional living and how to spend a self-care day. My definition of a self-care day is a day when you focus on giving yourself what you need. That's an aim on its own, of course, and spending some days now and then on self-care and giving yourself exactly what you need will spread its benefits to all your days. To stay true to yourself, to find your own voice, to keep your integrity, you must take time to focus on yourself, on your relaxation, on your thoughts, on your own well-being and happiness. You must do this all the time. Self-care days should, in my opinion, in an ideal world, just be intensified versions of all your common days. How you spend your self-care day depends on what you need. Here are some ideas I have found useful. Devote the whole day to being alone. If your life has been busy, you might need silence and relaxation. You might need the calmness you can find in a forest or in a park or in your own home to be able to listen to your thoughts, feelings and inner guidance. But a self-care day mustn't be a day in solitude. A self-care day can be a day spent with people who let you relax and laugh and regain your energy. A good self-care day for me is when I spend the morning alone in a forest or park and spend the time after lunch with my family and or good friends. I am much more creative and in alignment with my own values and ideas when I have given myself time to think and dream. So I prefer to start the self-care day early with a light breakfast and then go for a walk in the forests and fields. Walking is so good for thinking and dreaming. Writing poetry is also a good activity for a self-care day, in my opinion. When I write poetry, I'm free of all restraints and my mind has a chance to come up with new ideas or materialize its new ideas that haven't had a chance to reach the surface of my imagination when I've been too busy. But when I'm really tired, I don't want to put any pressure on myself on a self-care day, not even the pressure of writing poetry. On such a day, I can just find a nice view in the park and just sit there, not thinking about anything, just feeling happy. For me, the core of self-care is not putting any pressure at all on myself. For me, it is great to read good old novels, just enjoying immersing myself in the story. If I really need to relax, I will read or listen to one of my favorite novels. It's more relaxing to read or listen to a great novel you have already read several times. On an intensive self-care day, I prefer novels from centuries ago. The problems they might discuss have hopefully been resolved a long time ago. On a self-care day, I'm extra mindful of what I eat. I eat light food, vegetables and healthy proteins, and vitamin-rich fruits. I don't spend much time preparing food on a self-care day, but I gladly eat the great food my hubby has prepared. On a self-care day, I prefer to keep my phone in silent mode or I shut it down. The key to giving yourself a good self-care day is to make yourself unreachable without feeling any guilt at all. At the end of a self-care day, I tend to feel inspired and full of new ideas, so I will scribble down my new ideas before I forget them so that I can realize them later on. The evening of a great self-care day is, in my opinion, spent doing exactly what I want to do, regardless of if it is productive or useful in any way. I might spend time with my family or watch a movie or focus on learning something new.